reportaje en este especial de Playtime.
In the 60s, it was sex, drugs, and rock and rolls. In the 70s, war, world peace, the power to the people, love and peace.
In the 80s, it was lip gloss.
I'd say sex, probably, in the 80s. Yeah.
Shoulder pads.
Yeah, and in the 90s, girl power.
Yeah. But I think girl power has been there through the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's just exploded a little bit, but it's always been there.
I think it's all of those things through all those eras rolled into one. What you were talking about, safe sex, love, power to the people, and the shoulder pad and the lip gloss. Yeah. And the 80s positivity, 90s conscience.
And rock and roll will never die.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Of course, the sex will
like
never
Neil
go
Young
away.
says,
So, live and let die.
Yeah, that's true. Another good phrase, Yeah. Are you fond of James Bond movies?
Yeah.
I'm changing, completely the things that...
We've got Roger Moore in our new movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
What about the movie? Because less has been said about the movie.
Well, we planned this movie about 4 years ago when we first, started out. We really wanted to do that. And then, basically, it's 5 days in the life of the Spice Girls. It's more than just about the Spice Girls. It's about Britain in the 90s, London. It's a British comedy, and there's some great people in there.
So even if you don't like us, it's very entertaining. There's lots of good actors in it. It's very funny.
Oh, but I do like you.
Good.
Yeah, that's true. But which are the similarities probably with the curly hair?
Curly hair. I like curly hair.
Yeah, thank
There's
you,
nothing wrong with
Mel.
curly hair.
No, I love it, But when I was a teenager, I used to comb that, in order to avoid the curls.
No,
and then I realized
whatever hair type that you have, make the most of it.
See, that's the Spice Girls philosophy. We talk about girl power. Like as a teenager, you're trying to, fit in and, identify with yourself. That's the whole point. What we talk about is be yourself. You don't have to straighten your hair. Be who you are and accept it. As you grow older, you get to learn that. And that's one of our main messages that we always, sing about.
That's great. Going back to the movie, which are the similarities, as far as you have been saying what the movie is all about, with the Beatles' Hard Day's Night?
We do keep getting asked this, but I think to compare it is, it's very flattering, but it's like two completely different things. Ours is like 5 days in the life of Spice Girls. You see as like the ins and outs of what goes on, working and not working, and kind of, big performances. It's quite different.
Yeah, we always like to do our own thing and do it in our own way, so it's very different from anything.
The only thing we can say is, obviously there's cameos and there's spoofs. There's celebrations of other movies in there. That's the only comparison you can say, because obviously everything always influences what you do, but that is the only comparison.
Which is the character of Roger Moore there in the movie?
Well, that's actually, it's a bit of a surprise, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. What did you imagine?
You used to be on radio!
Well, I have my radio programs, Which are the things that change in your life if something changed after this big success? Because, even though you are, very, very nice and normal and, well, all the things I have been reading about you are now... No.
You're mad.
Yeah, you're mad, but that's natural. You're mad in your private life like this. Or is
what you see is what you get.
One big difference is...
You are the serious one, no or no?
I'm very serious.
Yeah?
The one thing, now we've had a lot of success in a lot of different countries, so we're travelling around to all those countries, and, we don't get to spend as much time, at home with our families. So that's all very positive. And that reflects in our album, all the travelling we've done, it's kind of matured us a bit, and we've incorporated that in our album.
Well, I think, if you're asking, are we mad all the time like Spice Girls? Of course, what you see is true to what we are, but of course we've got like a soft, sensitive, passive side. Yes, she has too. We're human beings.
But that's like everybody in the world. Everybody's got a different side to them.
Ups and downs, quiet moments, just like you.
Yeah. Spice Girls.
Actúan ante la realeza y ante millones en el mundo entero. Pero ahora van a hacer la cosa más natural.
Shiny paper.
Una película. Columbia Pictures presenta a las Spice Girls En su primera película, Spice World, el mundo de las Spice Girls.
My dress too short? No.
Prontito, y nos metimos en otro tramo de la conversación. Were you thinking or were you planning to get that big when you started as Touch? The Touch was the first name of the group?
I don't think that you can plan success. I really don't think you can.
But some people plan
No,
success.
but
You know, say, I will do this and that, and I will... Madonna, for example, planned.
At the end of the day,
But
it's up to people out there to decide, isn't it?
I think, to to be truthful, of course, we sat down and we all five were five ambitious girls, and we wanted to express ourselves. But it wasn't about the fame and the money. It was just we wanted to be heard more than anything. We felt that there wasn't a girl group out there. We had a lot of creativity to give, and everything we've done is planned from us lot.
You can't plan success, though. That's what that point was. You can't plan success.
no, but you put as an example, for example, Madonna in several interviews, and Madonna planned it. Besides her talent, she said, I will go to New York, I will make it. Right, it doesn't matter if I don't have any money, but I will make it, and she made it.
That's not so much planning, is it? That's sort of like going for your dreams, striving. Exactly. Spice Girls would like to say is that we've always been realistic, but optimistic. No, optimistic, but realistic.
Realistic. And in which occasions in your life you have to be realistic about something that probably went in the way you were planning?
I think, obviously being girls, in this society, although, the balance of the sexes is, it is balancing out. When we first started out, you do get that preconceptions that you're a bunch of, five brainless, whatever. And we came up, to some walls, some prejudice against us. But we were prepared and fought to break down those barriers. That was just another challenge to prove that, that we girls are just as strong as boys. That was part of our mission.
And then hopefully it opens doors for other girl groups that are coming up, because I think there should be more anyway. A lot more girls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think so. Are you closer to Bananarama or the Supremes, talking about girl groups?
Neither.
We're the Spice Girls.
I think the thing is, everybody in their own right is very different. All the bands, there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
And we're very different from Bananarama and
They're both great.
They're both great. Do you like the soul? Because your music is linked to soul and disco sounds.
I think the way, we like all different types of music, but we respect anybody who's out there doing it. It's very hard work at the end of the day, and we respect everybody who's doing it.
Here.
It's so diverse, isn't it? You can have, look at Bananarama. They weren't, very serious music. It was fun. Do you know what I mean? The music can be fun. Music can be... It can be a whole number of things. It can be emotional. You know what I mean? Music's fantastic because it covers a whole range.
They were the most successful British group in their time.